quite a few of the Disney shorts from, I'd say, before the 60s have warnings at the beginning saying that, that we acknowledge that this is now quite offensive and that these representations are not accurate for these different cultures. And usually I look at that and think, shut up. You're giving a historical representation of what things were actually like at the time. That's not the case with Grand Canyonscope. It gave that warning. I rolled my eyes, and then about a minute into this 6-minute short, I just thought, yeah, actually, you know what? You needed that disclaimer. It's quite bad. But nevertheless, once you kind of get over that, it is quite a fun short. This is one of the Donald Duck shorts that was released in 1954. And Donald is on a tour of the Grand Canyon. And he basically just keeps causing trouble for the tour guide, for the other people, and he ends up getting everybody into all kinds of calamities and is risking the health of the Grand Canyon. And it's typical Donald Duck. It's what you'd expect. He gets quite overexcited, overanimated, and I absolutely love it. In terms of Donald Duck's performance, in terms of the representation of certain cultures, yeah, no, it's not great. It's not the worst. And they could certainly have cut something out of it and the narrative would still follow. And I'm glad they didn't. I don't think history should ever be deleted because we can't learn from that then. I'm glad they kept it in, but it was quite a surprise. I loved the fourth wall break where the tour guide mentions that they're now in CinemaScope so they can spread out. I just thought that was a nice little nod to the development of animation cinema. Ultimately, it's really good. The tour guide does give some facts about the Grand Canyon, but I'm not sure how accurate they are. If anybody knows anything about that, please let me know. Because I feel like I might have learned a few things, but I'm not going to take it as fact. I should probably fact check it. My knowledge of the Grand Canyon is not that great. I'd say I have the average British person's knowledge of the Grand Canyon, which is next to nothing, I have to say. But I really, really thoroughly enjoyed this one, apart from the blatant racism. I mean, it wasn't racism at the time. They didn't see it as that. They just saw it as something they thought was fact, but it's not. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this because I think you should watch it anyway. It is really enjoyable. A really great performance by Donald Duck, voiced of course by Clarence Nash, and the tour guide is voiced by Bill Thompson. Donald Duck was never my favourite character, but I do like watching him getting kind of more and more animated and more angry or overexcited. It's just absolutely brilliant. Definitely one worth watching. It is on Disney Plus. Not my favourite animation or Disney short, but it's a contender for one of the best in terms of how engaging I found it and how much the dialogue was quite engaging. Maybe not so much in terms of the disclaimer. I liked it. Check it out if you're a Donald Duck fan. It's pretty good fun.